to today's action live. So for the Celtics, their last game a loss to Sacramento. And so off the tip, it's Boston. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Memphis, Zach Randolph is out there with Sanders. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Williams at the one spot. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Left side, Jennings. That's tipped. And stolen by Ariza. To the paint. Here's Sanders. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Jennings outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Now here's Jennings, following the miss by Zach Randolph.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Stuckey outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Randolph penetrating. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Sullinger the screen. Kicks it out to Bradley. Pass to Sullinger. And stolen by Ariza. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Pass to Williams. At the elbow, Sanders. Back to Williams. It's deflected. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Memphis on defense. Outside Jennings. He kicks to Sullinger. Jennings drives in. Knocks it loose. Sanders with the steal. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. There's the three. And it's Williams again missing. Boston trailing. Jennings dishes to Wiggins. Passes it to Gortat. Bradley drives in. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Now here's Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Stuckey. Over in the corner, Williams. The shot. And good, coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Up top, Sullinger. Lots of room. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Williams passes to Randolph. Back to Williams. He dishes it to Randolph. Good on the baseline, Jay.
What a tremendous feed from Williams. Great awareness.
Boston Timeout call.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bradley against Williams. Picked by Randolph. Shot clock at 6. Stuckey can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Collison with it. Williams picks him up. Bradley kicks to Gortat. Williams with the ball. The dish now to Ariza. And a miss there on the triple. And the Celtics with possession here. And Wiggins throws it down.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here's Williams. Ariza outside. Williams dishes to Stuckey. They double team Randolph. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers. And Wiggins throws it down.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Williams. Randolph a screen. Stuckey passes to Randolph. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
And, you know, ironically, by taking more of a backseat to front court make Mark Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
Alex Len's checked in for Sanders.
And for the Grizzlies, they had to be encouraged by Randolph's play after signing him to that extension. I mean, he'd been set back by the knee injury, but he came back in a big way.
Nice pass there. Good job to get it up quick.
Collison kicks to Bradley. Deflects the pass. And even 3-on-3 break. Stuckey with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Len a screen. Nobody near Williams. Cans the shot from the wing. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
And Randolph happy to be back in Memphis. He said, this is home. This is where I belong. And look, he's helped establish this team as a power in the Western Conference. And for me, this is the right place for him to be.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Back to Williams. Randolph a screen. Puts up a 3. And Darren Williams good for the 3. Williams has got 7.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Bradley kicks to Collison. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And Sullinger kicks to Collison. Wiggins drives in. Fires the three. Collison with another miss. Memphis leading. On the wing, Williams. Back to Stuckey. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
The feed now to Bradley. And the wide open shot from Collison. Collison with another miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Williams again. It's Bradley. Williams dishes to Stuckey. Back to Williams. Takes a three. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Celtics trail by 3. Bradley passes to Sullinger. Back to Bradley. Feeds it to Gortat. Top of the key, Bradley. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. Davis comes in for Sullinger. Robert Covington's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Bradley. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Trevor Ariza. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Darren Williams. And Boston has possession after Memphis gets the 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Dishes at the land. And Davis sends it back. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And that one's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Larkin. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Out to the right wing. One kicks to Barnes. Smith drives in. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. He feeds it to Lopez. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Collison kicks to Lopez. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Covington's shot is off. Now Bellinelli. The 3 from Barnes. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front as they wrap up the first quarter on a 15-5 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Here we go, Boston. Now we're coming on the court. Are yours.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Shane Larkin is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Vasenko. Then it's Smith. And it's Barnes in the 3 spot.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Here's Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies. And really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
And Bellinelli kicks to Napier. Just 5 to shoot from 11 feet away. The offensive rebound. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Tries again. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Celtics trail by 9. Now here's Collison. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Grizzlies ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. They set the pick. And the pass to Bellinelli. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Zellinger's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jennings dishes to Wiggins. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And that's now 9 points for Andrew Wiggins. Here's Napier. He's guarded by Jennings. Napier passes to Vasenko. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Zellinger outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The 3-pointer no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Napier. He's guarded by Jennings. Smith kicks to Vasenko. Gortat with the block. They retain possession.
Celtics call time.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. Davis comes in for Jared Sullinger. Robert Covington's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Bradley. Sanders checked in for Memphis. Shane Larkin comes in for Shabazz Napier. Jennings kicks to Covington. Davis sets a screen. There's Jennings with the 3. And he gets it to go. Jennings has got 6.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
Now here's Jennings. He has 6. Caldwell Pope kicks to Davis. Davis sets a screen. Jennings drives in. He took good advantage of that screen.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Smith dishes to Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator. He's an agitator. And he's a team player, I think, at the core. And everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
Here's Larkin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Smith with a screen on Jennings. And the shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Here's Davis. Lopez passes to Davis. He kicks it to Covington. Davis sets a screen. Inside. Deflects the pass. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen-type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnovers.
And Memphis making a change here. Zach Randolph is checked in for Smith. Ariza comes in for Matt Barnes. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Williams in for Shane Larkin. Stuckey outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner. Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Williams kicks to Randolph. Knocked loose and stolen by Jennings. Here's Covington. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now just a 5-point Grizzly lead. Outside Williams. Pass to Randolph. Three-pointer. But they recover it. Outside Williams. On the wing, Stuckey. Pass to Randolph. Second shot opportunity.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gortat's checked in for Lopez. Jared Sullinger comes in for Ed Davis. Wiggins is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Avery Bradley in for Caldwell Pope. Sullinger, no good. Memphis leading by 8. Williams with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. The Grizzlies with another miss. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The Celtics working the ball around now. Outside Bradley. Sullinger the screen. To the paint. It's tipped. On the wing, Stuckey. Sullinger defending. Williams dishes to Randolph. Gortat with the block. And they get it back.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Now here's Jennings. He has 6.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Len comes in for Sanders. And it's Josh Smith in for Zach Randolph.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Here's Jennings. 16 feet away. Good on the shot. Jennings has got 10. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with this style of play.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Boston. Collison comes in for Brandon Jennings. And Memphis also making a switch. Bellinelli's checked in. Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Williams has got 9 points.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Memphis leading by 9. To the right side. Plan a screen. Down low. Up off the screen. Collison for 3. Ariza with the rebound.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W.
Williams kicks to Smith. Passes it to Len. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 9. Kicks to Sullinger. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Lynn to jump ahead so fast.
He'll be at the line.
And a final remark, guys, on Lynn. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Memphis. Len, a screen. They set the pick. Here's Williams. And again, Memphis no good. Celtics trailed by 8. He lobs it up. And Wiggins throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Here's Williams following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. And it's Smith missing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Collison kicks to Caldwell Pope. Sullinger screen on Barnes. Sullinger passes to Gortat. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Here's Williams.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits both. And now the third quarter about to get going.
You know, Williams is playing very well. He's got 11 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been one outstanding game from Deron Williams.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Wiggins is out there with Jared Sullinger. And there's Collison. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gortat in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. Now Williams following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Outside Williams. Randolph a screen. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And some changes here for the Celtics. Lopez, he's checked in for Gortat. Avery Bradley comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Jennings in for Darren Collison. Jennings against Williams. Rejected by Randolph. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Randolph. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Clock at 6. Wiggins drives in. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Screen by Sanders. Williams inside, guarded by Bradley. Williams' shot is off. Celtics trailed by 9. Wiggins dishes to Bradley. Back to Wiggins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Now, here's Randolph. 11 points in the game. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Grizzlies have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Sullinger. No good off the front iron.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
There's the dish to Randolph. And he drops it in from the low post. Randolph's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. And part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Now here's Bradley. And Lopez throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Picked by Randolph. Bradley against Stuckey from 18 feet away. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Celtics making a switch here. Covington's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Lenz checked in for Sanders.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Now here's Jennings. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here is Stuckey. 8 points for him. Fires for 3. The shot is off. Bradley with some nice D. Covington kicks to Sullinger. He dishes it to Jennings. Sullinger with a screen for Jennings. It's Sullinger with the drive. And that one's good. Sullinger's got it back down to single digits for Boston. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gortat's checked in for Lopez. Davis comes in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Collison in for Brandon Jennings. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Randall. Barnes comes in for Trevor Ariza. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Larkin in for Napier.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diao in the way he treats his body.
The feed to Covington. There's a screen by Gortat. Down low. Soft touch on the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Larkin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Barnes with the ball. Feeds to Larkin. Dishes it to Smith. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. Celtics trail by 11. Collison with it. There's a screen by Gortat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli.
Marco Bellinelli. That's his first personal foul.
Gortat inside. Len on him. Covington in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collison. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Break shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career to date.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Boston. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Memphis. Smith with a wide open look. Top of the key jumper, no good. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Collison was having a career year last year, guys. I mean, 16 points a game was a career high for him, and he also shot more threes than ever before.
Celtics trail by 9. Gortat with the screen for Collison. It's Gortat with the drive. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Caldwell-Pope's got 7.
And I think even in the injury-shortened season, Collison showed he is still a starter in the NBA. Now, he's been used as a super sixth man in the past, but he's just as effective, I believe, at starting the game.
Bellinelli. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Clock at 4. The pass to Barnes. And another miss by Memphis. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Collison, the pass to Davis. Back to Collison. There's a screen by Gortat. The drive by Collison. From the top of the key. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Jennings in for Darren Collison. Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 7. Knocks it loose. Covington kicks to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Pass to Covington. Lets it fly. That's short off the rim. Memphis leading by 9. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Jennings. Randolph dishes to Williams. Back to Randolph. For the 3. No good. Great D that time from Jennings.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Boston again missing. Williams again. Jennings. Williams kicks to Randolph. Wiggins again to Reese. Shoots from the right block. Celtics trail by 9. Here's the screen. Jennings passes to Covington. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Memphis leading by 6. Williams kicks to Stuckey. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Good D by Lopez.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph got his 5th rebound in this one.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Wiggins again to Rizzo. Here's Caldwell Pope. 7 points in the game. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Jennings against Williams. Fires, high post. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Williams has got 13. Jennings drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Larry Sanders picks one up. For Boston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And Jennings drops them both. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 6. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Celtics trail by 6. So on the floor for Memphis. We've got Zach Randolph. Rodney Stuckey out there with Darren Williams. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Ariza in the small forward. Wiggins against Ariza. 2 on the clock. Here's Gortat. Off target at the rim.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Williams against Jennings. Len with the block. Now Williams. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Picked by Randall. To the middle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
Randolph has been superb. He has 15 points and 2 rejections. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Out to the right wing. Jennings dishes to Gortat. And he gets it to go.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Here's Wiggins, and he slams it down right on top of Josh.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Williams up on top. Guarded by Bradley. Williams passes to Barnes. Williams attacking. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
It's Williams with the drive. And Sanders gets it to go on the assist by Bellinelli. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Sullinger kicks to Gortat. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Davis is checked in for Sullinger. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Larkin's checked in. He feeds it to Smith. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Alex Len's checked in for Larry Sanders.
Alex Len.
And so it's Memphis with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. They get it again. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Collison. Here's Wiggins.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Barnes kicks to Smith. Clock at 6. Bellinelli dishes to Larkin. Off the left rim and out.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Collison. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Lopez, he's checked in for Gortat. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Randolph is checked in. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Larkin. He kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 5. Goes up the baseline. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Boston making some changes. Robert Covington comes in for Wiggins. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Avery Bradley. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Sanders checked in for Len. Reza comes in for Barnes. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Williams in for Shane Larkin. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Without question, Darren Williams displaying his skills today.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Sullinger's checked in for the Celtics. Alex Len's checked in for the Grizzlies. Collison kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lopez a screen. There's the screen. Collison for 3. And he gets the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Williams against Collison. Passes it to Stuckey. 4 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. And they're moving it up. Here's Covington. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Randolph. It's stolen by Sullinger. Sullinger is screen on Williams. Kicks to Collison. To take the lead. Collison with another miss. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And here is Williams. Kicked by Randolph. Williams kicks to Randolph. And another miss by Memphis.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
The Celtics making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Sanders checked in for Len. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Williams, here we go. Here's Ariza. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
The dish now to Wiggins. Collison against Williams. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Stuckey. The kick out to Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Outside Collison. Wiggins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he can't bank that one in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Collison. They double team Randolph. Back to Williams. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Some changes for Boston. Gortat's checked in for Lopez. Bradley comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jennings in for Darren Collison. Gortat with the screen for Jennings. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Gortat.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Screen by Sanders. Stuckey kicks to Sanders. And the layup's good off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Jennings with the ball. Gortat with a screen on Ariza. Gortat the pass to Wiggins. To the inside. Stolen by Randolph. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Randolph. Stuckey with it. Now defended by Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Randolph. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Bradley drives in. Three-pointer. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Wiggins.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 2. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Covington's checked in for Sullinger. Here's Williams. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Randolph. Gortat with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. And stolen by Stuckey. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so it's Memphis with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Williams kicks to Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Sinks it.
Really tough to stop Darren Williams right now.
The drive by Jennings. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Darren Williams.
Shot after shot, one after the other. Brandon Jennings getting it done. What a performance from Jennings here. He has 15 points. And he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Williams dishes to Randolph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 3. 19 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
To the middle. Sullinger passes to Covington. Misses the trade. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a...